Update video. Yay! Final FFS consult. We're through it. Yay! All right. Surgery scheduled. Woohoo! Surgery scheduled for January 23rd of next year, 2026. Yay. I wish I were more happy about this. My situation's not like the most fun, right? Where I'm sitting at kind of thing. They potentially could get me in on a cancellation, but it would have to be a longer procedure, so it's unlikely. Alternatively, they have me put down on a list if they do get an extra OR day that they'd preferably reach out to me over like other people because they can just get me in and they don't have to worry about like scheduling multiple people kind of thing. So there is hope that I can get done sooner than later, right? My situation is not so fun. My previous consultation, it's like they were scheduling 75 days out. This was 6 weeks since then for this final consult. I should have had that one be my last one. Now they're scheduling 109 days out, so that's 6 months plus another 34 days that in the air. I was supposed to start this immunosuppressant at the beginning of the year, juvenile arthritic condition. I was diagnosed with ankylosing spondylitis, right? I put it off because the surgery was supposed to take 2 to 3 months in February when I started this process. So since then, I didn't, start the medication. I have put up with absolute hell. I go online and interact with my community, and then I see everyone gets a transgender surgery. It's so easy, except I've, battled for this for 8.5 years. And then I have been telling my doctors, like, I don't want to have to get the surgery when I have when I'm like 25, right? 26, when I started like telling my doctors, hey, I want to try to get the surgery. Like, they're just like, I'm just like, oh my God, if I could talk. I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to have like gray hairs and my chest hitting the floor by the time I get the surgery. So now I have all these gray hairs coming in, and I don't know if it's malnourishment or stress or both of those, because it keeps sinking all my money in the car repairs. Boo! Boo! Car repairs. So, yeah, we had the car aligned. We had the tires rotated. My car was severely out of alignment. Why? I don't know. I just had front struts put on. But it's still pulling to the right. We think it's the tire mount, whatever thingy-majig. So I have to go down next Monday. And hopefully it's cost me an arm and a leg. Seriously, I'd rather give you my arm and my leg and be able to have some money. I could just get a new one. I could just get prosthetics. No. Yeah, anyway, I don't know. It's been a long, grueling battle. I need to start traveling. I need to start doing things with my life. Like, all of my community is so sporadic across everywhere. I need to be able to start flying or something. I need to get my passport. It is a mental weight every day to wake up and be like, oh yeah, I should probably get my passport before I have to flee the country. And if you think I need a tinfoil hat, like, yeah, I wish I did. I wish I was just talking out my ass and just making up stuff, right? But it's been terrifying to live in the United States as a transgender individual through 2025. The amount of death threats that you get online, the amount of like just weird, creepy people that just know your life and call you all sorts of weird, crazy stuff. And literally when you're none of that, you're sitting at home being like, I just want my surgery. It's like, just full stop. Why is it never attractive guys that harass trans women online, by the way? So yeah, it's a weird kind of goofy situation. I could, leave my current living situation, which is pretty terrible, or, I could tough it out here and maybe have enough money to continue to deal with my car repairs so I can get around. Or I could like literally move into the city once I get like a housing option out there. I mean, it's a thing. It's a thing. I wish I weren't so stuck in my situation. Very much catch-22-ish, the whole way around, right? I talk to my therapist like every so often. They don't have any better solutions for me at this point. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I'm exhausted. I need to start living though, because living to just sit around and be belittled by your loved ones, your lost cause, I mean, this stuff sticks with you when you're, called certain slangs and slurs. when people get upset with you and just want to, like, just go off on you like that. And I don't want these people in my life anymore, honestly. Let's move on from this. Um, anyway, yeah. Car issues. Boo! Freaking cars. Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where my energy's at with this. So hopefully you'll see me swallowed up. Hopefully I won't swallow up that much, right? But hopefully you'll see me all nice and swollen sooner than next year. I want to just get it out of the way because of the fear of, like, do I actually get this? Insurance has me covered. We're good. We are good. But, like, if it's any sort of way that there's actually, like, some sort of surgery ban, something by then, because it just feels like every day I wake up, there's, like, some new rule. It's like, oh, the government was shut down and telehealth visits are out of, like, they don't do those. And it's like literally the day I'm supposed to see my therapist and I'm supposed to have a telehealth for the surgery consult and whatever, like a couple days later, and it's like every day it's some terrible news article, whatever. I want to get away from that. It'd be so cool to get away from that. I've had to, like, consume my, like, sanity by reading the news, hearing the news every day. I want to get away from it. I want to go live a little bit, right? Yeah, if I can somehow get my passport, that would be cool. I got to figure that situation out. But at the same time, I'm scared that they're going to keep my birth certificate in case I need to find a new living situation. Because you kind of need your passport to get into certain places, right? Or not passport, birth certificate to get into certain places. If they hold my birth certificate while I apply for my passport, right? I'm kind of stuck. And then I don't know, do I just need to get a new birth certificate? That's like a thing, right? That'd be a thing to do. So I'm exhausted, right? I'm going to try to keep this one short because if I go too long, I'm just going to start rambling. I could talk about all the depressing things with the government shutdown. I could talk about, like, just how terrible it is to, like, see the fear of the people in my community over these past, like, especially few weeks. I mean the whole process. It's like to have, like, hormone coverage on the chopping block, prosecuting our doctors for treating us as adults, right? Isn't that crazy? And, like, literally 2 months from now, I'm going to be 34 years old. The surgeon that was going to do my facial feminization surgery in network was probably going to be getting to me at the end of 2026. I was thinking, oh, okay, well, like, I'll be, like, almost 35 by the time I get surgery with them. So I'm still going to be 34 by the time I get surgery. I mean, I think I've fixated on it for way too long. And, like, yeah, I have, like, certain implications in my situation that make it maybe make a little more sense for me than somebody else. But, like, to anybody else in the community that's really just, like, focused on this, try to live a little bit more than me. Do it for me. Do it for yourself. Do it for others. There are how many people in your life that care about you, but there's how many people that are going to care about you that you haven't met yet. Try to live it up a little bit. It's not so good to be stuck all the time, secluded, and knowledge only does you so well. Knowledge. Here again, back in my garage, got this Lamborghini. I don't want to say the exact words. I might get copyright strike by that nice guy. Anyway, I don't know. I don't want to ramble. I just, my mood's been, like, not great all day. I'm trying to, like, build myself up, throw some energy about my car repairs. Boo! All right. Anyway, have a day, right? Have a good day, right?